In this final case study, we're going to turn things around a little bit. Generally, we've given you a prompt and asked you to compose a script to be able to do a certain task. What we're going to do in this one is have you play the role of a technician again, but we're going to give you a script and ask you to figure out what the script does. As part of that, we will give you a complete map package so you won't have to type this script in that you're seeing on your screen right now, but instead what you'll be able to do is open a map package. It'll have all the data in it, and it will also have the script in it as a notebook. So you'll have what I'm seeing in front of you right now. The one thing that you will have to do is, if you notice here, there are pathways to data. Well, you'll have that data. You have to develop your own pathways to be able to use that data. You can't just run this notebook and make it work, because the pathway to where the data was stored originally is different than the pathway when you expand the project file. So you'll have to fix that within the notebook. So what we want you to do is 6 tasks. And these tasks make it that you can understand what the script does. I will tell you the script will create lots of files when it's ran, so make sure wherever you're saving the data has plenty of storage capacity, but it will create lots of information for you. So the first thing we're asking you to do is to construct a flow chart. It doesn't need to be a complicated flow chart. It can be hand drawn and then scanned. It can be drawn in something like PowerPoint or Word. We really don't care as long as it really shows what this 22 line script is really doing. So that's the first thing. Then we want you to explain the script line by line, so you can use the line numbers over here on the left hand side and say, what does line 1 does? Well, for example, line 1, import ArcPy. It can be as simple as loading the ArcPy module. Nothing more than that. So we want you to be able to comment on each line, and where there needs to be comments placed. So let's say you decide you want to put a comment on line 3. You would just press enter. Everything would shift down one line and you'd write your comment. So we want you to include comments in the script that you have, but also to comment on each line, but they don't have to be put into the script. Every comment, only where it's pertinent, that if you were writing the script that you should have put comments in, is what we're looking for. All right, we've mentioned about the pathway to the data. It can be modified, so what you have will look different than what I am giving you. We would like you to include county roads. And this data is for the state of Indiana, so you can go and find those county road files wherever, as long as they mash up okay on your map. So we want basically what the script does, and again, I'm not telling you what it does right now, but we want you to do it with county roads. So you might decide, we're not going to do these water ones that's down here, but instead we're going to do roads, so that you can effectively take an existing script and change the script so that it does what you want it to do. Step 5 says modify the script to work with a different state and provide the results in a single database. So you can choose whatever state you want to. It needs to be at the county level. And I'm not, again, worried that we have all the roads or the rivers or the streams or anything like that, but just the counties will be sufficient for what we're trying to do in here. And again, we want that put into a geodatabase. And this script, while it is only 22 lines long, could actually be made shorter. Now, we're not talking about those comment lines that may make it look longer, but the functional part of the script. So if you can figure out ways to make it better, You don't actually have to make it better, but you're going to give a suggestion. So the whole concept here is you're given the script, you're given the data, and you've got to explain what it does. And also show that you understand it to a level where you can make modifications to it to do other tasks. So that's what this final project is about. Taking an existing script in a notebook inside ArcGIS Pro and explaining it and using it.